Many people, from politicians to journalists to people that have had a privileged education background, always argue that education is the great socioeconomic equalizer. And they say that going to school will provide everyone with the professional opportunities needed to overcome and eliminate oppression. That couldn't be further from the truth. Maybe in the first world where you have proper educational environment, it is. But education is not a great equalizer because education is not equal. It's not equal to everybody on earth. In many developed countries, we expect our children to learn in a classroom with 25 students or less. If there are a few more, we grumble. But we let it go. But we actually expect our schools to be clean, we expect them to be safe, and we expect a conducive environment for our children where they can learn in an environment that encourages them. We don't even consider a school without running water or toilets. And stark contrast to that, think about Malawi, which has an average of 130 children per classroom in grade 1. Not only is there a shortage of classrooms, but there's also a lack of the basic facilities that you'd expect a school to have. Just like running water and toilets and electricity. And this causes massive difficulty for these children in the learning process. So creating the right environment for learning for a child, that's a real integral part of the education process. And unfortunately, children in many parts of the world, such as sub-Saharan Africa, different parts of India, Malaysia, different parts that don't have access to the proper tools, have to learn in grossly overcrowded classrooms that are falling apart. Some don't even have classrooms at all and have to learn outside under a tree. Now, couple that with poorly trained, unmotivated teachers, and the students will receive a substandard education. And to combat this problem, Forward Protocol will provide a platform with an earn-as-you-learn protocol that will connect learners with the educational resources and the best teaching experts in the world. And Forward Protocol will give these learners access to the tools and resources that they need to learn and excel in a global marketplace. So how can children that don't have classrooms learn and compete in a global marketplace? They say that you can learn anything, anywhere, and you can learn under a tree. But even though it might be true, I mean, where would you rather learn? Would you rather learn in an environment that's conducive to pushing you forward, or under a tree where you've got inferior tools? Our Forward Protocol's got 5 smart contracts that create this underlying layer to facilitate decentralized learning environment, and with it an earn-as-you-learn model. And this will encourage and help students connect to experts and teachers from first world countries that have knowledge that can be transferred if they're incentivized to transfer it in this process. And those 5 smart contracts actually help this whole underlying process and speed up this transfer of knowledge, this vitally important education that people need to compete equally in a global marketplace.